Hi besties, it's me, your girl, your friendly neighbourhood otaku, Scarrlet Uzumaki, back with another video. And besties, first things first, in the UK, in London specifically, it is hot, hot, hot. The oven is hot, hot, hot.
Be careful, Ben!
So besties, today's video, we are talking about what it's like to be a black cosplayer. More specifically, what it's like to be a black cosplayer who has received some sort of quote-unquote virality, some traction in online cosplay spaces. Now besties, I have talked about similar topics on the channel because it may come as a surprise to you, I am actually black.
Wow.
So issues and topics like these are near and dear to my heart. And I think it's really important for people from black and brown communities to have their voices heard so people can understand and sort of see where we are coming from, because a lot of the times people assume that the cosplay community is just this wonderful accepting place. Well, it can be in some instances, however there are a few individuals in the community who like to diminish the experiences of others and make sure that others are having an absolutely terrible time. So besties, I actually decided to talk about this topic because I came across a user on Threads, so a black cosplayer known by the handle Akakyoga. I do apologise if I am butchering your username. I thought it was an ode to the Pokemon Kyogre, but the spelling is a bit off, so I'm not sure what it is reference to, but it is a pretty cool username. And she spoke about her own experiences being a black cosplayer and the negative sides of achieving virality in the community, especially when you are black. And this is what she had to say about her experiences. I think the worst thing about going viral as a black cosplayer outside of racism is knowing you'll never be canon. That you are the Netflix adaptation of said character, even if your costume itself is made to perfection. I know for a fact I miss out on cosplay opportunities or collabs because of my skin colour not matching the characters I cosplay. And while I come to terms with that, it doesn't make me less disappointed. Okay besties, I'm going to be real with you. When it comes to cosplay, it's no secret that black cosplayers are often at the bottom of the ladder. We are scrutinised under a microscopic lens, and if we dare to change anything about the character, we are ripped apart. This struck a chord with me, bestie, because similar things have happened to me in the past. More notably, last year, I and a few of my friends, we cosplayed as K-pop demon hunters. I posted a few photos of my Zoe cosplay. I cosplayed Zoe, and it got like a lot of traction, especially on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts. I wasn't expecting that. I just thought, you know, people would be like, okay, cool. But I got a lot of traction on it, a lot of like people saying, oh, you're gonna look amazing, but also a lot of negativity. There was a whole lot of negativity that I was not prepared for. And it was a little bit exhausting, especially because a lot of the comments, they weren't talking about the actual cosplay itself, they were talking about me, the cosplayer. And that was a little bit disheartening. It was so strange to see, because I always thought that the cosplay community was a community where people were, you know, we're all part of the same thing. We all like to play dress up of characters who don't exist. So why is it that it's okay to hate on others just because they are black? It seems very, very, very strange. And what was even more disheartening, besties, let me move that, there we go. And what was even more disheartening, besties, that was on Akakyoga's actual Threads post. There were a lot of people who, like myself, also had similar experiences of racism within the cosplay community. And that is so sad. It's actually horrible, because a lot of us, we turn to this community because we want, you know, acceptance. We want to share our love of cosplay with other people who are like us. And for the same community to turn around, pointing the fingers at you, grab their pitchforks, grab their torches and say, get out, we don't like you, it is really, really sad. I'm not even going to delve into why these people think it's appropriate to throw racist, negative remarks towards black and brown cosplayers, because to me that feels like I'm justifying their racism and I don't want to find a reason for it. They're just racist, and there is no reason for the fact that they're just other than the fact that they are just hateful and they don't care. Nothing will stop them from being racist and hateful. It's just who they are in their DNA, and the fact that they are behind a screen, it further implores them and gives them encouragement to continue this behaviour. It was only a couple of months ago, Besties, that there was a cosplayer by the name of Ash, otherwise known as Squid Kid 1111, who sadly took their life. They did have a few personal issues going on in their life, but also they were receiving a lot of racist negative backlash on a lot of their cosplay posts. And unfortunately, all of this combined with what was going on in their personal life was too much for them, and they sadly took their own life. And despite people trying to share that we need to stop this hate within the cosplay community, a couple of months later, another cosplayer went viral for their Miku cosplay, and people there were making fun of their appearances, but mostly their features, and calling them ugly, which is just wrong. The hate never stops, and people just never learn. And Besties, do you want to know what's worse than being met with racism when you're a black person just trying to have fun in cosplaying? Well, when no one defends you. A couple of years ago, I went to a Comic-Con and I dressed up as Nezuko from Demon Slayer, and a photographer and videographer wanted to video me for his cosplay music video, and I was really excited about it because I followed his content and was a fan of his work. And so he took a little video of me in my cosplay and he posted the music video on his TikTok, and you can probably guess what happened. There was a lot of negativity and racism directed towards me, more so because I was the only black person featured, and that photographer did nothing to defend me at all. So yeah. And they were black too. So this photographer was just sitting back, getting this engagement due to people calling me N-word Nezuko, and did nothing. I mean, I try on my own social media, so my Instagram, my TikTok, to share awareness of this, of the treatment that black and brown cosplayers have received within the community, and try to share love and positivity. But within my own circles, people are very receptive to that. But outside, people who I don't know, people who are just hateful for no reason, they are not receptive to this, and they will always try to justify the racism, and they will use the most outlandish reasons as to why putting these comments on a black cosplayer's post or doing things that are offensive to black cosplayers is okay. I mean, there are some people who justify the racism by saying things like, well, black people should cosplay only black characters. But if we're going to go down that pathway, then we need to say to everybody, you can only cosplay characters of your own race. But that would mean only people who are allowed to cosplay like Asian characters are going to be like Asian people, Japanese people. It's gotten to a point where many black cosplayers have shared online that they are scared of cosplaying popular characters because they know that people from that fandom are going to hit them with racism, and it is terrifying. It's one of the reasons why I'm scared to cosplay anybody from Helloverse, because I've seen the way some of the fandom reacts to black people who cosplay from there, so I'm terrified of receiving any sort of racist criticism. And I know I shouldn't be afraid, I really know I shouldn't be, but I'm scared because I know that people from these fandoms, they are vicious, very, very vicious. Even the Amazing Digital Circus, love it, and I really wanted to cosplay as Bubble or Jax, but I've seen black people who have cosplayed both those characters and have been sent death threats, so I'm just like, I'm gonna step aside. And the worst part is, even when you are cosplaying as a character who has darker skin or who has been seen as black, you still are not safe. So a couple of months ago, a cosplayer known as K-Bear, she cosplayed as Yororichi from Bleach, who many people see as either black or South Asian coded due to having darker skin. Due to having darker skin and Bleach having a plethora of black characters. So K-Bear cosplayed as Yororichi, and she got an onslaught of comments saying that she looks like she smells, she's the Netflix version, she's not a good Yororichi cosplayer. And I was baffled because on one hand, you have these people saying cosplay characters look like you, but on the other hand, when you do it, they're like, no, you're disgusting. So it's like, what do these people want? Not that I'm trying to placate them or do what they want because boo, but it's clear that they don't care about quote unquote accuracy all they want is to throw hate at a black person, and they use anything to justify that. The only good thing about this issue is that not everyone in the community shares this sentiment. So when there were people attacking me for cosplaying Zoe, making fun of me, there were also people in the comments defending me. And I really appreciated that. But at the same time, they shouldn't have to be defending me, because those comments shouldn't even exist in the first place. They should just allow everyone to have fun doing this silly little nerdy hobby, because it's what we all want to do. We all do the same thing. We're all a bunch of weirdos who play dress up in the end of the day. So besties, that's all I have time for today. This was just a little bit of a ranty video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was coherent enough for you. And if you do have any tips on how to overcome those sorts of comments, give a girl some advice, please put it down in the comments below, because I love hearing from you guys. Alright besties, see you next time where things are happening. I don't know what's happening, but things are happening.
Oh no! Don't worry, Ben. I'll just lick it up.